Namaste and welcome to Soul Centered and the Divine Body Wisdom Yoga. My name is Ariela and I welcome you in tonight in the midst of coronavirus and our chaos. I thought I would offer weekly, I've been doing it nightly, yoga for you and meditation for you to center your soul, especially during this time of unknown and anxiety and heightened awareness of what is truly unknown in our world. And so the most important thing, which I want to focus on tonight, is that we have the opportunity to always, but especially in this time, to become our own healers. And it's so important that we turn inward to our hearts, to really feel what's going on inside of us and open our hearts to others, to ourselves, to our bodies, and to the world. So I would like to start with a meditation first, and then we'll enter into yoga. So I'd like to kind of set the stage for tonight's yoga and meditation. We have been focusing on the chakras, which are energy centers, just energy running through your body. And we've focused on the sacral chakra. You can notice in the Facebook page or Facebook group, Soul Center, that I have yoga and meditation for the sacral chakra, for the second chakra, for the solar plexus chakra, and tonight we'll explore the heart. The heart is really truly about love, of course, but also healing. And when I think of the heart chakra, it is the color green, but I always think of pink because there's this beautiful healing light that can travel out through our hands because our limbs are attached to our heart and out to the rest of the world. And so I'm going to invite you tonight to find a comfortable position as we travel into our meditation first, and then go into yoga and a nice shavasana. And really get comfortable. If you're on your mat, you can lie down. If you're in a chair, just closing your eyes and taking a deep breath in, becoming aware of your heart center. So a deep breath, inhale, and a long breath, exhale, calming the nervous system, watching the inflow of your breath. And as the exhale comes out, allowing the exhale to travel down, down, down into the earth. And as you deeply breathe in and out, begin to allow your shoulders, your spine, your chest, your stomach, and your legs to relax. Perhaps taking a hand or both hands to the heart center. Really feel your beating heart and find a deep sense of gratitude, maybe a bowing to your heart center. And just below the heart center is this beautiful lotus flower that centers itself right here in the heart. The lotus flower is said to be able to live in the mud and the muck. It actually thrives in chaos. So invite a beautiful lotus flower to the center of your heart if you'd like. And feel your resiliency. Feel your strength. Feel yourself as the lotus flower. And below this lotus flower are tiny little petals that begin to open. And as they open, a beautiful tree forms in the center of your heart. And this tree is known as the wishing tree. This magical tree holds our deepest wishes, not from the head, but from the heart center. It is believed when we truly wish upon this tree that the universe hears our divine calls, that we settle and see the answers, the guidance that we need. And so begin to feel the opening of these petals, this beautiful tree inside of your heart. filled with love and freedom and wishes. Become aware of your heartbeat and notice the oxygen, how it just naturally comes in and out of the heart, as if the heart itself had roots going all the way down into the earth. And then with each breath, blood, oxygen, air comes into the heart, and all the way up to the body, to the highest center, even beyond the head, for love, guidance, and protection. Taking a deep breath in, centering yourself at the heart, feeling life and air and breath naturally flow through you. Feel the centering core of who you are, stable and strong. And begin to notice the beauty of this lotus flower. Begin to notice the openness, the quality of air, a flow of love and healing. So if you'd like, you can take your hand out and cup it and bring it open just like a lotus flower. And begin to notice the branches of this little tree that is created here in your heart. Begin to notice that the branches may sway in the wind. They may get knocked down. The core of the tree is still here, present, strong, resilient. And as you build your tree, noticing the leaves forming, the buds of flowers, perhaps you begin to notice right in your heart center a beautiful bird. This bird is a very special, magical bird. For as you whisper it, all of your wishes, your deep heartfelt wishes, this bird travels all the way to the divine, to the universe, to the unknown, and brings your wishes up. And allows and opens you to more guidance, more love, and more healing. So I'm going to leave you in silence for just a moment so you can create your wishes from your heart. And then watch as the bird flies away with all of your messages from the wishing tree. Feel your heart open. And our job is to begin to trust, to ask, to open to our guidance, to open to the strength within, to find our own healing, and to become our own healer. Just by getting the answers from that little bird. And I invite you to open your eyes. Perhaps we start with one Om, just letting it travel into the center of your heart. So taking a deep breath in. Om. Deep inhale. And on an exhale, slowly coming to stand. Beginning with just some breathing. So the heart chakra is about the breath. It's about air. It's not necessarily intense movements. It's about feeling your body filled with air. So a deep breath in fills you right to your heart. And then an exhale, bending the knees slightly, letting it go. Deep inhale. Another deep inhale. One more breath. Inhale. And then coming to a wider, almost a squat. Our toes are in, our heels are out. This time taking the breath into your heart. Inhale, palms to center. Exhale, bending the knees, letting the arms travel out into the world with your healing powers. Inhale, breathe it in. Exhale, release it out. Inhale, breathe it in. Exhale and out. One more time. Inhale, really bring it in. Exhale, bring it out. So closing your eyes for a moment and just feeling with your hands up. If your heart had something to express now, what would it express? What feelings are hidden in the recesses of our hearts that need to come out so we can trust ourselves more during this time and beyond? Take a deep breath in, taking the hands to the heart center. Exhale, listen. For the heart holds deep wisdom. And then slowly coming to all fours. When you're ready, your knees are about hips-width distance apart. We're going to do a little cat-cow just a little differently than we've done before. So we're going to inhale, bending the knee, flexing the foot, creating that open cow pose here. So it's like a little dip in the spine. Inhale here. Exhale, placing the foot down and round the spine. Inhale, left. Exhale, down and around. Let the exhale come. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, down and around. Inhale, last time, lifting. Exhale, down and round. And then one little opening of the heart center. Take a deep breath in, curling our toes under, downward facing dog pose, lifting our heels up to the sky, letting the head drop. All 10 fingers are out. Spread out wide. Feel the buoyancy in your toes and your heels, just moving around. How do you need to move? So perhaps we bend our knees and just flow a little bit. Breathing in and exhale, breathing out. How does your body want to move? Maybe you come to all fours and move a little bit. Let this practice be yours. Flowing in and out. A deep breath in. Maybe an open-hearted exhale. Upward facing dog. And then downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Let's lift our right leg to the sky. So you can do this on all fours. And you can lift right here. If you're lifting to the sky, if you feel okay with your hips, be free to open the hips by bending the knee. Take a deep breath in, looking forward. Right foot forward, low crescent lunge. That left hand is going to stay on the floor. You can always take your knee on the floor. We're going to paint the sky. So an inhale, the right hand reaches up. Exhale all the way down under the right knee. Inhale, reaching it up. Exhale, reaching it down. One more time. Inhale, reach it. And exhale, lower. Coming to a wide straddle. Our toes are in, our heels are out. First of all, just feel this divine pose. This is one of my favorite poses because it stretches out the hamstrings. So let's come into a forward fold first. And we'll hold our pose here before we move. Allowing the head to drop. And just breathe. Inhale and exhale. Begin to notice any anxiety. People that I've talked to this week are filled with anxiety, including myself. And so as we breathe in and open our palms to the earth, so I like to cut my hands here to really get a flat back. And then exhale, release, bend the elbows and let your head go. Inhale, feel the humanness that we are. It's okay for us to be anxious. Exhale. Inhale. And it's okay because every moment changes. This is the beauty of being with yourself, of really befriending your heart when you feel stressed and nervous. Last night I was full of anxiety to the point where I couldn't breathe, to the point where I just didn't know what to do. This morning I sat with myself. I cried. I spoke out loud. I sat there until I felt better, until I was sure that I didn't even need assistance. I thought I needed help. I needed guidance. Someone had to talk to me. And instead, I became my own healer again and again by just being present with my heart. Magically, my heart feels better and I can breathe fully. It's a miracle when you sit with your feelings. Exhale, taking the hands behind your back. You can stay right here if you need. If not, opening the chest and the heart center. This is very good for anxiety and stress. Feeling our shoulders maybe tight, feeling them open. Really being present with yourself when it's hard is the best medicine for us. Take a deep breath and just say to yourself, right into the center of your heart, I am here. It may hurt, it may be scary, but I am here. Slowly come up. Let's just turn all the way to the left. Our left toes are forward, our back heel is up. You can have your knee on the floor if you'd like. We're going to paint the sky, so reaching up, opening the heart center, and then exhale, bringing it all the way down. Inhale again, reach it up. Exhale all the way down. One more breath. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, reach it down. Inhale, turning all the way to the front of our mats. Our right foot is forward now. Take a deep breath and taking your right foot back into downward facing dog. Inhale here, coming to all fours. Stretching out into an extended child's pose for a moment. So knees are wide, toes are touching. And then reaching back into an extended child's pose. Taking your forehead to the mat. And then breathing. Breathing in. And breathing out. Take another deep breath in. Exhale. We're going to come into a heart opening pose. So you're going to take your knees about hips width distance apart. Our hands will come out. So our hips are rising as our hands come out in front of us. Slowly begin to let your heart come forward. Maybe your forehead drops to the mat. If your neck says yes, you can look forward. Take a deep breath, the ultimate heart opener. Let the air go through you. Let yourself be calmed by your breath. Inhale. Exhale, scooting forward onto your forearms, all the way onto your stomach. Opening your heart here. This is a great pose for your thyroid, your heart center. Feeling the whole front body stretch open. Breathing into your Sphinx pose, opening, opening. And then exhale, laying down on the earth for a moment. You can take your head to one side and rest it. Feel the calmness. Feel your heart beating on the earth center. To me, this is the ultimate calming pose right here. Take your mat into your bedroom every day and just lay down on the floor. Let's come into Cobra pose. So I'll give you a few choices. The first one, if you'd like, you can take your hands out behind you. I can't take my hand out all the way, but you can take your hands out like Superman or Superwoman pose, or your elbows can bend. So we're going to inhale first, engaging the core. So first of all, engage the core. Feel the knees come off the floor. And then slowly lifting the upper body. It doesn't have to be big. You want to look down towards your mat. Maybe your feet follow and your legs follow. It doesn't have to be that way. Engaging the core to protect your low back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, float down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, float down. One more time, inhale. And exhale, turn your cheek to the other way. Rest for a moment. If you'd like to windshield wiper your feet and your legs, left and right, you can. And then we'll come in to Cobra again. And this time we're going to clasp our hands behind us. So feeling the shoulder blades relax. Again, engaging the core first. Can you squeeze the pelvic floor? Engaging the core muscles and then engaging the thighs. It automatically lets you lift your knees up. Rolling the shoulders, and maybe you just stay here, or maybe your feet and your legs follow. Looking down towards your mat, opening your heart. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Feel the breath calm the nervous system and the body. And relax. Let's do a counterbalance pose. So coming up into rabbit pose just for a quick second. So it's kind of like child's pose, but our toes are going to be flexed. We're going to hold on to the back of our heels. We'll hold on to our heels. And then we're going to take the top of our head onto the mat. Child's pose, we take our third eye. Okay? So your back is going to start to round. So naturally let it come up. This is a wonderful pose to counterbalance heart openings and if you have any shoulders if your shoulders are tight. Breathing deeply. And exhale. Slowly coming back up. Let's come into camel pose. So camel pose, so I'm going to give variations. For those of you that are doing full camel, you are welcome to curl your toes under still. So camel pose is not about jamming ourselves back to hurt our backs. Camel pose is lifting up as if you have a string lifting you up. So I'm going to demonstrate the modified version. If you know camel pose and your back says yes, you can come into the full camel pose. If not, your hands can come down your back or up your back. So automatically roll the shoulder blades down. If you'd like, it's a very small pose. It doesn't have to be intense. If you'd like, you can look up. If your neck says this, you can look all the way back, or you can look center. Breathing here. And just feel your heart. If you have any anxiety in your heart center, imagine as if your child had anxiety. You would go to your child and comfort her. So why can't we do that to ourselves? Comfort yourself. Be there for yourself. And come down. So just shaking it out for a moment on all fours. And let's come into another seated pose. So we're going to come into a modified back bend. So our left leg is bent coming into the inner side of the body. Our right leg is out diagonally and you can flex your toes. It does not matter if you want to bend your knee or if you can't reach your toes. So that's not part of the pose. I'll give you options. We'll do a little flow. So the first part of the pose, you're going to reach your hand as far as your body says yes. It can be right here at your thigh. And then reaching your hand over. So some of you massively flexible people will take your hand all the way to your toes. That is not me. So breathe here. Feel the tightness in the hamstrings. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, taking the left hand behind you, reaching the right hand up. Maybe this is where you stay, or begin to reach your hips up and back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, coming all the way back. Together again. Forward fold, side forward fold. Inhale. Begin to start to shift into looking into your armpit, maybe. Exhale, bringing the left hand back, reaching the right hand over the head. And exhale, we'll do it one more time on this side. All the way over and all the way back, lifting all the way up and coming all the way down and just going right into the next side. Right leg comes in, left leg comes out, flexing the foot. You're going to notice that you're more flexible on one side than the other. So breathing here, yep, I can feel that. Open to your flexibility. It really doesn't matter. Yoga is about the breath. And then exhale, right hand comes down, staying here or lifting all the way up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, coming all the way around. Reaching the hand over. Breathing into it. And again, inhale, reaching up, lifting up. Exhale, reaching around. All the way over. Last time, inhale, coming all the way up, opening your heart center. And exhale, coming down. So coming to, let's do fish pose, like fish pose. So let's lay on our backs. You're going to take your hands underneath your lowest part of your back and form a diamond shape underneath there. So if this pose doesn't work for you, and I'm going to take this out, you can bring your knees into your chest and rock side to side. So lying down, eventually you're going to straighten your legs. But get your hands underneath there and feel that diamond shape. And then let your legs lay long. If you have any low back issues, you can stay right here with your knees bent. Otherwise, feeling this protective part of you holding on to that low back. Coming onto your forearms, maybe. So maybe this is where you stay. If your neck says yes, looking back, this is a nice big heart opener and also throat chakra opener, which we'll do next time. If your head reaches the floor, great. If not, you can come back up. So just go where your body says yes. Breathing in. And exhale. out of the pose, coming on to your back. Happy baby pose. Taking the insteps of your feet, taking the elbows and squeezing them into the inner thighs, and maybe rocking side to side. And then allowing yourself to come down. Let's end in a reclined butterfly pose. So the soles of the feet together, the knees out wide. Perhaps your hand is at your heart and your belly. And just breathe. Feel the gratitude of your breath. Feel how fragile life can be. And then ground yourself in your knowing that your heart is stable. The roots run all the way down into the earth. And coming into Shavasana, you can lie all the way down. I'm going to come to a comfortable seated position. So just breathing here in your Shavasana. And as you lie on the earth, imagine how beautiful it can be to really be your own healer. To tap into your divine body and soul wisdom so that you can heal your life, so that you may find your answers to everything you need. So that you can become more stable and present for those that need you. So that we can reach out our hands and help heal the world. I invite you to come to a comfortable seated position. Just when you're there, you can take your hands to your heart, honoring your heart chakra tonight. Feeling that beautiful lotus flower in your heart center and bringing it to your third eye center, your forehead. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. I hope you have a beautiful night. I hope you have a beautiful day tomorrow. Please let me know in the comments or privately any questions, any ideas, anything. I would love to hear from you. Namaste. Have a great night.